Hello there. My name remains Oladapo, and I welcome you to the Global Tutor virtual class. In this series on WAEC revision, I will be taking on statistics, and the first would be pie chart. And in this video class, we want to look at how you can interpret a pie chart. If you are given a pie chart, how do you interpret it? First, you need to know that pie chart is the presentation of data in a circle. So when you present data in a circle, we call it pie chart. Now, if you're given a pie chart and you want to interpret it, like the question that was asked in WAEC 2020 question 34, let's look at the question. The question says, the pie chart shows the population of men, women, and children in a city. If the population of the city is 1,800,000, how many men are in the city? So how do we interpret or solve this question? You come down and say, what is the sector angle for women? That is 120. Plus, what is the sector angle for children? That is 165. What is the sector angle for men? We don't know it because the value is not given. So let's call it what? X. Now we know that the total angle in a circle is 360 degrees. So it means we can take the addition of this. So we have 285. That's 120 plus 165. Then plus your what? X equals 360 degrees. So it means our X would be 360 degree minus 285 degrees. 360 degree minus 285 degree. And that will give us 75. So meaning our X is 75 degrees. But that's not what the question asks. The question asks us to find the number of men in the city. So what are we going to do? We know that the total number of people in the city is 1.8. Now we know the sector for men. So it means you now say number of men will be 75 over 360 times 1,800,000. That's 75 times 1,800,000. So you have 75 times 1,800,000 divided by 360. So your final answer for the number of men will be 375,000. That is the solution to the WAEC question in 2020 question 39. They gave us a pie chart and they want us to interpret it by determining the number of men in the city. And this is how we solve the question. Let's take another question. This question is from 2019, question 47. Please note, these are regular in WAEC question. So you need to pay attention and understand this very well. Let's look at this example in 2019, question 47. The question reads, the pie chart represents fruits on display in a grocery shop. If there are 60 orange on display, how many apples are there? Now, this is a bit different from the last one we solved, but the same method would be employed. Now, what is the sector angle for banana? From the chart, we see it is 60. What is the sector angle for purple from the chart we see is 160. What is the sector angle for apple from the chart we see is 120. What is the sector angle for orange? It is not given. The total angle in a circle is 360 degrees. So what do we have? We have 60 plus 160 plus 120. That gives us 340. So you have 340 plus x giving us 360. So it means our x will be 360 minus 340, and that will give us our x to be what? 20 degrees. We have only gotten the sector angle for orange, which is 20 degrees. But in the question, we were told that there are 60 oranges on display. So we can get the total number of fruits. So let's say the total number of fruits on display, let's call it y. Now we know the sector angle for orange. So we were told the number of orange on display according to the question is what? 60. So it means I can say the sector angle of orange 20 over the total angle in a circle, which is 360, times the total fruits on display, which is y. That will give me the number of orange, which is 60. So from here I can multiply. So I'm going to have 20 times y. That will give me 20y divided by 360. Everything equals what? 60. So we can cross multiply. If we cross multiply, we're going to have 20y equals 360 times 60, meaning your y will simply be 360 times 60 divided by 20. So meaning the total number of fruits on display, which is our y, will be 360 times 60, everything divided by 20. That will give us the total number of fruits on display to be y equals 1080. But if you go back to the question say how many apples are on display. If you look at the chart, the sector angle for apple is 120. So it means the number of apple on display will just be 120 degrees over 360 degrees times the total number of fruits on display, which we just calculated to be 1080. So it means the number of apple on display will be 120 times 1080, everything divided by 360, and the number of apple would be 360. That will be the solution to the question in 2019 question 47. Let's move ahead. There is another question extracted from 2016 question 30, and look at the way the question goes. The figure is a pie chart which represents the expenditure of a family in a year. If the total income of the family was 10,800,000, how much was spent on food? Still very similar to what we have been doing. They want us to get how much the family spent on food. They want us to get how much the family spent on food. So let's go. What is the sector angle for education? If you look at it, what is the sector angle for education? That is 90. What is the sector angle for health? That is 70. What is the sector angle for clothing? That is 80. What is the sector angle for food, it is unknown. So let's call it x. The total angle in a circle equals 360. So what do we have? We have 90 plus 70 plus 80. That gives us 240. So you have 240 plus x equals 360 degrees. So x would be 360 degrees minus 240. So meaning our x is going to be 360 minus 240, that will be 120. But this is not what the question asks us. The question, so we have gotten the angle for food, the sector angle for food. So we can now say the amount of money the family spent on food will be 120 divided by 360 degrees times the total income of the family. And the total income of the family is 10 million. Total income of the family is 10,800,000. So if you do the multiplication, you're going to have 120 times 10,800,000 divided by 360. So the amount spent on food will be 3,600,000. 600,000. That will be the final answer. In this video class, we've been able to solve questions on pie chart, interpreting a pie chart. We pick a question from 2020, question 34. We pick a question from 2019, question 47. And we pick a question from 2016, question 30. I would advise you to comb through your past question and try to solve more questions on this aspect of mathematics. In my next video class, I will be looking at presentation of data on pie chart. In this video class, we'll look at how to interpret a pie chart. In my next video class, I'll be looking at how to present information on pie chart. Watch out for the video. I'll leave you in this video class for now. So long, success.